water, fresh water, and salt water. 70% of our entire planet is water, and what are we doing with it? We're wasting it. In our showers, it's going down our drains, we're wasting it in our sinks, in our other sinks, and especially with our toilets.
By 2025, the world will add 1.2 billion people to the planet. And by 2050, we will add 2.4 billion people, and all those people are going to be thirsty. By the year 2050, most of the fresh water on the planet will be gone. On that note, up to 8% of all the water used in homes is wasted. The average American uses up to 140 to 170 gallons of water per day. Per day. I'm going to see how much water I can save, and I'll show you guys tips so you guys can save too. The average shower wastes up to 25 gallons of water in just 5 minutes. Something that you might not always be doing is taking a bucket like this and then catching your warm-up water that you use in the shower. So when you start the shower, and you don't really want to get in yet because it's too cold, so you just let it run and then you feel it and then you get in. All that water is just going straight down the drain. So you can take a bucket and then put it in your shower and then catch your warm-up water, and then when it's all warmed up, you can get in and you can put the bucket outside of the shower, and then you can take a shower, which should only be about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. Then you can use the warm-up water to water plants. You can boil it for cooking, even though that's kind of weird, it's still clean water. You can use it for whatever you want. Okay, so first of all, when you're brushing your teeth or shaving, you don't have to keep the water running, obviously. What you should do is just use 1 cup, fill it up with water, and then only use the cup to rinse and then spit, and then dunk your toothbrush in it to clean it, or dump your razor in there to clean it and then keep shaving. That way you only use 1 cup as opposed to letting it run and wasting like a gallon of water. Every time you flush the toilet, that's an average of 6.5 gallons going down the drain. The average family wastes up to 88 gallons per week on flushing the toilet. I mean, you don't have to flush the toilet if you pee. So, when you're washing your dishes, it's actually more efficient to use a dishwasher because it uses less gallons of water, but you have to make sure that you fill up the dishwasher all the way so you're not running it every time you have a cup in there. And if you are going to do your dishes in the sink, you should fill up one side of the sink, and then you should just have it on a trickle and then rinse them and then dry them. If you recycle a pound of paper, which is less than your average newspaper, so just something like this, you can save up to 3.5 gallons of water. What? How does that make any sense? Well, they use water to make newspapers, so when you recycle it, then they don't have to use as much water to make new newspapers. That was according to National Geographic's water conservation tips, so you know that's true. If you get cups like this, like my dad's beer mug, it's got ice on the outside, but it's inside the cup. I don't know how it works. It keeps your drink cold is the point, and you don't have to put ice cubes in it. You just put it back into the freezer so that my dad can have another beer later. And as far as ice cubes go, when you're done with your ice cubes, you can put them onto your plants so that they melt and then you can water them. You shouldn't just throw them back down the drain because that wastes so much water. So it's time to calculate how many gallons I saved this week, starting with my toilet. So I saved half a gallon every time I flushed the toilet, which was an average of 2 times a day, by putting a brick into the back of my toilet, which made each flush less gallons. So that's 7 gallons from my toilet. I saved 35 gallons from taking shorter showers, and I saved 21 gallons from saving my warm-up water and using it other places. I saved an extra 1 gallon from not using ice cubes, and I saved 8 gallons from doing the dishes once in the dishwasher. I did the laundry once, but I put it on small, but it was actually a really big load of clothes, so I guess that didn't make much of an impact. So altogether, that's
72 gallons.
That's a pretty good amount of water saved. If I did that every single week, I would save a lot more than that. And then hopefully I could stop, a little bit of impact on the planet. Save some for the fish. No. Save some for the future.